Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by my channel. I'm recording Rissa and you're watching my ribs mukbang. I'm so excited. Let me see if I can show it to y'all. Okay, take a look. Exciting, very nice. Let me see if I can get a nice little shot of me eating it while I tell you to like and subscribe. And also today, I'll be doing my football updates and analysis since it was the first week of the NFL. So here's the rib. Look at it, it's like the size of my head. Okay. Oh man. And this is from Ekaben in Baltimore. Pretty good. Okay. So if you like this content, please like and subscribe. I'm gonna grab a napkin and then we can get started. Okay, so first up, we're gonna talk about Josh Allen's comeback against the Ravens. And personally, I'm not a big fan. As you can hear the booing in the background. This is not a Josh Allen or a Bills household. This is a Ravens household. But he has earned the AFC Offensive Player of the Week, or Offensive Player of the Week, however you say it, not offensive.
Offensive Ravens fans.
Let me have a little bit more of this. Oh! You see how it just falls off the bone? Ooh. Okay. So, in just 11 minutes and 7 seconds of game time, Josh Allen threw for 251 yards and a touchdown with 2 added rushing TDs. So, I don't know. I hate to say it because it was like a last minute come out of the gutters win for them. But they did the unthinkable and they won that game. So, that's my number one story of the week for the NFL. All right. Next up, we're going to do J.J. McCarthy. Okay. He made his NFL debut. He's the Vikings QB. And he became the first NFL quarterback in history to throw 3 fourth quarter touchdowns in his debut. And so that rallied Minnesota to win over the Chicago Bears, which is, I guess not surprising, but from what I know about the Bears, which is not much. I think I know the bad news Bears. That's all I know about them. And I'm assuming the bad news is because they don't win very often. But he was named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week, which is pretty cool. Good for you, J.J. McCarthy.
I think it was his first game in the NFL too.
It was his very first. Yeah. I'm eating some white rice with this. And I think it goes well with the Korean barbecue flavor of the wings, or not wings, ribs. I love jasmine rice. And this is like football for anybody, If you're not that into football and you're just watching for the mukbang, I appreciate you watching. And if you are watching for the rest of my football rundown, thank you for watching. I appreciate you tuning in to a different channel. Okay. Next up, we're going to talk about Chris Boswell. And he came in clutch for the Steelers. Oh! I just dropped some food. One second. Alright. So Chris Boswell is a great kicker. And I don't even like Pittsburgh like that, but I gotta give them their kudos where it's due. And he captured the AFC Special Teams Player of the Week by converting 2 field goals and 4 extra points, which is pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. And he did a career-long 60-yarder, which is pretty crazy, and it helps seal their win. So he earned his paycheck this week, especially as a kicker. 60 yards is no joke. Okay. And for you, those of you watching, like, what is this? American football. It is a game of tackling, a game of jumping around, running, and there's a ball. Not really a ball, like an oval. And it's a leather oval, and you gotta catch it. But anyways, I think that's a good explanation. Back into it, let's talk about Cameron Johnson's punt return. Give me a second. So good. I'm gonna try to put some of the ribs with the rice. Let's see if I can do that. It's been falling off the bone pretty easily, so I think so. But it's kind of hard with the fork, if you know what I mean. Like, oh. You see this? All right. I just wanted to show that rib off to you. I'm just gonna eat it with my hands. I have a little wet wipe to wipe my hands on. But the Buccaneers returner, Cameron Johnson, earned the NFC Special Teams Player of the Week after his 54-yard punt return, which is the longest of the week by a lot. So he's actually the first non-kicker / punter Buccaneer to ever win the award. Not ever, but since 2015. So it's been like 10 years. But that's a long time. So good for him. Okay. Let's talk about the Dolphins. Dude. They've got injuries out the wazoo. They saw their CB Storm Duck, James Daniels, my bad. Didn't want to mess up his name. And their OT Austin Jackson. And at least 2 starters are gonna miss week 2 with more possible. When it rains, it pours, am I right? They are going through it. These ribs are so good. Okay. And now, let's talk about the Patriots. Womp womp. They lost 20-13 to the Raiders. But QB Geno Smith threw for over 362 yards. So, well earned. I keep saying that about everybody, but for the most part, these are some impressive numbers. And a lot of them are pretty groundbreaking. The ribs can get a little ribby sometimes. Do you want 2 ribs or 1, Bubby?
One would be okay. I got this handy.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna eat 1 more rib. Or half of one, probably. Because this is a good meal. The only thing that's missing, though, is veggies, unfortunately. But I love the rice. The ribs have like this like ginger sauce on them. Sorry, I was really thirsty. And I'm drinking this Arizona fruit punch. So I'm having a blast. Okay. So we were talking about the Raiders fighting against the Patriots. Yeah. The Ravens defense, though, they had 4 sacks in the second half. And
You mean the Raiders?
Yeah, that's what I said. Did I not?
I think you said Ravens.
Oh, the Raiders. My bad. Yeah, they had 4 sacks in the second half, which is pretty cool. And probably why they won. All right. Patrick Mahomes. Okay. He is getting close to breaking some records. Or not even close. He did break some records. He is officially the youngest QB ever with 246 regular season passing touchdowns, surpassing Dan Marino. Dude. So we'll see. If he can keep this momentum up. Oh. Yummy. But that's about all the football news I have. Got through it pretty quick, but I am getting pretty full too. In the comments, maybe, if you're watching, let me know who you're rooting for this season. I'm rooting for the Ravens, as usual. I love the QB. I love all the players. I think it's a great team overall. Great for the city of Baltimore. And yeah. All right. I'm just about done eating and yapping. I just want to say thank you for tuning in with me. I really appreciate every view. Got something in my teeth. Sorry. Jeez. I do appreciate every view, though. And you guys are the best. The absolute fantasticest best. And I still have something in my teeth. Okay, there we go. I'm so sorry, guys. 1 second. Okay. My lips are all greasy from these ribs. It's a mess out here. But it's tasty. A tasty mess. Alright, I'm gonna have a little more rice and say thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a good meal today. And I love you lots. Bye.